Ladies and gentlemen, it is just passing midnight here now in where I live. This show ended an hour ago. And the past month and a half, 2 months, I've been coming up here almost every Monday and Tuesday night, sitting down in my desk chair and just staring at the ceiling for like so long. As honest to God, I have days where I really just don't want to do these reviews. I really don't. I really do not. Yeah, I still do them. Yeah, I still watch these shows. And every time I watch them, something that I feel like I've once enjoyed, I can't enjoy. And the stuff that I could maybe still enjoy, I have a hard time enjoying that too. Because this product, I knew the moment that I saw Money in the Bank was moved to May, and we having counting 3 B-show pay-per-views, Super Showdown was not a WrestleMania-worthy pay-per-view. No, it was not. 3 B-level shows for the summer. I knew it was going to be a long and painful summer. And it's only been this a short bit of time. Let me say the exact date I started to feel my fandom dying for this product. December 17th, 2018. The night of, we're not the authority anymore. You are the authority. And there's no more rematches. No more automatic rematches. Rematches have to be earned. Fickle! Because that was all lies. And the day I think my fandom has absolutely died this product, May 6th, 2019, when the wild card rule was introduced. How many wild cards do you have tonight? I thought the rule would start off at 3. Then it was 4 because Vince pissed himself when he saw Lars Sullivan. Tonight we saw all 3 members of the New Day. Let's count them as 1. Bryan and Rowan, a tag team. There's 2. Roman Reigns, who apparently can just show up on Raw right now, not even being acknowledged as a wild card. He's part of Raw. Roman Reigns is a Raw superstar. You can say all you want. He's supposed to be on SmackDown. He never shows up on SmackDown anymore. He doesn't. Kevin Owens. There's a couple more. I can't think of who were. It must have been fellas that many because of just, how many superstars, from these tag teams and whatnot. And I just can't. I can't get behind this product. If this brand split's dead, merge titles. We don't need 2 women's championships over superstars on both shows. We don't need 2 world champions with the superstars on both shows. We don't even need 2 tag team champions for a division that's practically dead. And to make it worse, we're getting the same such good shit every single week. The pay-per-views are literally the same exact matches. If I thought last year Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns was literally WWE on lockdown until Roman Reigns had his big moment slaying the beast, this is worse. This is much worse. We're getting Seth Rollins and Baron Corbin still going at it with each other because, once again, Baron Corbin is Mr. Oh, you're being a big old meanie to me last night. I deserve a rematch. You've lost twice. Twice to you getting your legitimate comeuppance. And still being a big old meanie. Shut up. And then Miss, I got my blonde hair, I got my blue eyes, I got my big tits. You tapped out to Becky Lynch twice, and you're getting another opportunity as well. And Don't have us think we can bow down and say everything everybody says is gospel. With Becky Lynch saying, "That's it. This is your last chance. After this, no more chances. No more. No one will get any more ever again." I could bet you any money in a month we'd be seeing Seth Rollins and Baron Corbin fighting each other again. We'll be seeing Becky Lynch and Lacey Evans facing each other again. You can't have them go out there and say forever, because it's not gonna happen. Like, what's there to talk about this show? Literally, what is there to talk about? Nothing. So, the show took place in Everett, Washington. Fall from stomping grounds, and again, I hate it. I mean, yes, the main event was good, even though of course Ricochet lost. Somewhat interested in the feud setup with Kofi Kingston. Once again, I have that thing in my mind saying, well, once again, why am I caring about this feud if it's one superstar is on Raw and one's on SmackDown, and it's for a SmackDown title? So let's just talk about the show briefly, because I have nothing to say, and there's no one in the live chat right now, so I don't blame them, because this show sucks. It's not even worth talking about. We open up the show again with Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch, blah, 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 to mention how they overcame Baron Corbin and Lacey Evans. But nope, they had to come out, beat them down once again, whine, "You're being big old meanies. We won rematches," and then they give it to them. And this is the last chance. So the match that was rumored to have ever since the ending of last night's show, it's happening. A mixed tag team match, winner takes all. Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch. Oh, they're dating. They're dating. They're dating. Why can't you let their lives be? And against Baron Corbin and Lacey Evans, we may become the next power couple. Give me a break. Give me a break. Vince, you are that desperate to get your hands on Lacey Evans. Why don't you just tag with him? I would much rather see Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch taking on Vince McMahon and Lacey Evans. It could be much more better than Baron Corbin being in there, because you freaking ruined him and made him into such an abysmal laughingstock. No interest in this match at all. No interest. And here's the thing too. If this is, to me, SummerSlam may be my last chance. That's me saying a lot, but SummerSlam may be my last chance. So really, until I really start considering how much I really give into this product anymore, because I'm just literally just miserable coming up here and talking about this shit. If this is just an excuse to try to, delay plans for SummerSlam, once again, you didn't need to have 2 pay-per-views in June. You didn't need to have Super Showdown. In fact, you didn't even have to have Stomping Grounds. Stomping Grounds was a tolerable show to that main event, but still, you didn't need 2 shows. Because all we're getting is rematch after rematch after rematch, and stories continuing that make no goddamn sense and why they even continue. Why is Baron Corbin getting an opportunity when he's lost twice to Seth Rollins? And no, there was no bullcrap about it. No, unfair, calls and whatnot. No, that was not the case at all. So you shut your mouth. Lacey Evans, you've tapped out twice. You don't deserve another opportunity. You're accusing Becky Lynch of not being able to, use your right hand. Goes, oh my arm hurts. My arm hurts. Last time I'm doing the tapping, that was just so awful. So yeah, we're getting this mixed tag team match at Extreme Rules. The next match we had. Let me talk about this also real quick. Rumors have it, apparently, the reason why we're getting all these 8-man elimination tag team matches, or these 2 out of 3 falls tag team matches, is because Vince McMahon is all of a sudden saying, oh, we can't have matches going on during commercial break. Well, if you're going to do them every single week, they're going to mean absolutely nothing, because it's going to feel like the same shit over and over again. We have this 8-man tag team match. It's Usos and Big E and Xavier Woods of New Day taking on the tag champions. The Raw tag champions, the Revival, and the SmackDown tag team champions, Daniel Bryan and Rowan. And then, I don't know if it's because Bryan was getting a positive reaction because it was, the Washington crowd, but they have immediately teased some tension with Bryan and the Revival, and the Revival costed Bryan and Rowan the match as they elbow him and he gets pinned by Xavier Woods and Big E. No rhyme, no reason, just threw him out. Cool, whatever. Then they immediately get New Day out. Then it was just the last portion. It was the Revival and Usos. And of course, as always, champions lose. Champions get pinned. And it probably just a way to set the Usos and the Revival for a Raw tag title match, which could be a good match in AEW. But no, they're probably going to tell some embarrassing story again with the Usos trying to poke fun at the Revival with back shaves and Usiha and whatever the hell as well Vince has in his stupid toilet humor mind. That's really just going to turn me off even more than I already am right now. I really don't give a crap. So running the Usos and Revival for the Raw tag titles at Extreme Rules. We then have Miz TV with R-Truth and Carmella. And I'll remember, well, apparently their first off, Miz says, I'm informed that, the 24/7 rule is off right now for this thing. And out came Drake Maverick because R-Truth crashed Drake Maverick's wedding this past weekend and took the 24/7 title back off of him. So he challenges him to a one-on-one rematch in the ring. It happens. Drake Maverick loses and basically melts down. But then, of course, everybody comes out going after R-Truth. Drake Maverick flat out admitted that, this championship is more important than his wife. Because once again, Vince has to own Drake Maverick because he's not on his show. Remember, Triple H owns Drake Maverick because Drake Maverick was a beloved general manager on 205 Live until he came to Raw as the Authors of Pain's manager. And then he's heel on one show, face on the other, flat out hypocrite. And now you made him into a complete pea constipated joke. The guy's out there flat out saying he cares more about the 24/7 title than his wife. What a douche. What an absolute. Just moving on because, I can't care anymore. And of course, afterward, people are chasing them around and whatnot. Then we have talk about sucking up, thinking we're that delusional. And this is going to be like, oh my gosh, it is so amazing. We're going to go to Extreme Rules now. It's in Philadelphia. This 5 hours down the turnpike from me. I'm going to drive all the way down to Extreme Rules that weekend and see it because, oh my goodness, a 54-year-old legend has come back again. Roman Reigns, a SmackDown superstar, once again on Raw, like he actually does belong on Raw. No, he should be on SmackDown because that's where he was moved in the Superstar Shakeup. I'm sorry, the draft. The godforsaken draft. He moved over to there. But nope, he has to be on both shows. Even though I feel he's been on Raw more than he's been on SmackDown ever since the draft. And it feels so darn good to say that. He's taking on Drew McIntyre and the best in the world, Shane McMahon, who obviously, at this point, Vince absolutely believes that Shane McMahon really is the best in the world. And it's just a 2-on-1 tornado tag match, basically. McIntyre and Shane beating the hell out of Roman. You know what? Here's the thing also. Why are they even doing this if Roman Reigns is able to beat both McIntyre and Shane with interference last night? Yeah, he can't beat Shane with interference, but he can beat Drew McIntyre, who literally, again, is just a lackey now. Just a crony. Because during the match, all it was them just 2-on-1 assaulting Roman Reigns. I'm like, this is pointless. This is doing absolutely nothing. Why is this feud continuing when Roman's beaten Drew twice? He's beaten Drew twice. What's losing him a third time going to help? Especially with what they set up here. That makes no god sense. Shane's going for it coast to coast as Drew's holding back Roman. And before this happened, I was thinking, I remember one time, maybe 2 months ago, I heard a rumor of a match for Extreme Rules going to be Roman Reigns versus Elias and Shane McMahon in a 2-on-1 handicap match. I'm like, they're certainly not going to go with that. They're not going to go with that Extreme Rules, are they? What we got, I don't know if this is even worse or whatnot. We are gone. Yes, I was shocked. The Undertaker came out, and he took out both Drew and Shane. Once again, using a part-time legend that, no offense, all due respect to The Undertaker, he can't even wrestle a quality 5-minute match anymore. Did you at all see how old he looked in that 27-minute abysmal dumpster fire at Super Showdown last year with him and Triple H? He can't wrestle a long-term match anymore. He's a Hall of Famer. I'm sorry. He's a Hall of Famer, but he's really overstaying his welcome. And above all questions, why would The Undertaker save Roman Reigns when Roman Reigns so-called retired him and stole his yard from him 2 years ago? What sense does this make? Now we're getting another tag team match. We have a mixed tag team match, a pointless tag team match with Roman and The Undertaker taking on Shane and Drew, a feud again that should be done. Done and over with. Goodbye. But no, it's not. No, it's not. Now we're bringing in The Undertaker in this, because why? Oh, we got to draw in the ratings. Let's bring back The Undertaker. Why don't you focus on making better stars in your company that will actually bring in people, bringing in tickets, wanting to come to your shows, not sucking up to us, because it's not working anymore. We're not stupid, Vince. We're not stupid like you think we are. And you think we can just, everything you say is gospel and everybody's going to bow down to me. Ha, 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 ha. Get over your freaking ego. So we had that. Then we have this tug of war with Braun Strowman and Bobby Lashley. And they're showing these earlier segments of Braun Strowman warming up by pulling a semi, and Bobby Lashley pulling on a telephone pole, and the rope breaks. Right there, I'm just like, you know what? That already makes Bobby Lashley look like an idiot. And that's exactly what they did here. Braun Strowman acted like, Bobby Lashley had a chance to beat him, and then he just pulled him back like he's nothing, and they brawled. Probably, in my opinion, because Bobby Lashley used the ropes on Strowman's head in this beatdown. My opinion is probably going to lead to like a strap match or something like that at Extreme Rules. And I don't give a damn. Yeah, arm wrestling. Now tug of war. What's next? Ring around the rosy? Hopscotch? We're going to have hopscotch in a few weeks probably with Braun Strowman and Bobby Lashley. Show off their physique. Do nothing to them in the long run. Didn't care about that. We then see an interview backstage with Charlie Cruz talking to AJ Styles, who is, of course, it'll be his first match back in a while, and he's had some nagging injuries. And then, of course, we see him telling the club once again to stop goofing off as he sees him dancing in No Way Jose's conga line. Then the club go out there and they lose to Gallows. I mean, they lose to Gallows, and they lost themselves. They lost to the Viking Raiders. Okay, whatever. But, of course, once again, they're actually winning. And, we're fooling ourselves. Yeah, we're going to lose, guys. We don't give a shit anymore because we're leaving in September. And you know what? Good for you guys, because you deserve a hell of a lot better. So we had that. Then we had Nikki Cross. Gossip Girl Nikki Cross apologizing to Alexa Bliss about what happened yesterday. And then, of course, Alexa Bliss is like, we have a plan for me to get a rematch. Well, Alexa, Miss Bliss, Miss blonde hair, blue eyes, big tits that Vince absolutely loves. All you got to do is walk into Vince's office to say, hey, stand there, and be like, oh man, you're a goddess. You're just such an absolute goddess. Hey, by the way, Bailey needs an opponent for Extreme Rules. You want to wrestle her again? That's all that needs to happen. That's all that needs to happen. And here's the thing. A week or so ago, I said I actually was interested in Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross as a tag team. Because I thought at first they were giving us something different, even though that segment with Alexa Lane and the coffee was stupid. And then they make this feud with her and Bailey again, and it just, like, Alexa's heel character is done. Seriously. Like, how many more people can, I think the Lex Man made a good point last night in his review. How many more people can possibly even risk being friends with Alexa Bliss when she does the same shit over and over again? Same thing. Uses people, and then once they're not good enough anymore, she loses. She throws them away. They'll get back together because, once again, continuity makes no sense in WWE. So what not? We'll just get back together. Just because. Just cause. So yeah, we have that. And then, of course, where we see Naomi and Natty, like, you can't listen to Alexa, which is, absolutely true. But once again, no, Nikki Cross is now a delusional gossip girl freak and not just a crazy, psycho, entertaining squeal. Nope, Vince had to ruin her also. So we have that. And it sets up for a match later on that we'll talk about momentarily. We were supposed to have a match with Mojo Rawley and Heath Slater, but it just turned to another filler segment with the 24/7 championship. R-Truth, which, here's the thing, on the bright side, at least we have people actually winning this title using finishing maneuvers and not roll-ups, because that's all people were winning the 24/7 title with, was roll-ups. Of course, R-Truth came out there and literally ran into the ring. Like, of all places to run into, why the ring? Oh, yeah. Does R-Truth and Carmella count as wild cards as well? Once again, too many wild cards. Breaking the rule, I thought. If there was more than that, you get fired. But nope. We're supposed to be stupid and forget that ever happened. So we have Heath Slater win the title. And then after Heath Slater, R-Truth won it back. Then Cedric Alexander hits a lumbar check to win it. Then EC3, of all people, wins it. Then R-Truth wins it back again. So R-Truth, within the span of like a month, is a nine-time 24/7 champion. He's going to have more 24/7 title victories at this point than Ric Flair's world title reigns in the end. That's what's going to happen. So once again, the low card championship takes place again just because. And once again, I just can't get behind it. Because once again, it's just for the low card people. That's all it is. We have Kofi Kingston, Kevin Owens, and Sami Zayn cut a promo. And all I hear is, Kofi, you can't win by yourself. Kofi, you can't win by yourself. Kofi, you can't win by yourself. He didn't have help last night. Yes, I would have rather had him actually beat off by pinfall or submission, not escape, but he didn't have help last night. The only time Kofi's not won by himself was that match at Super Showdown. That's the only match that matters. He won clean at WrestleMania. He beat Kevin Owens clean. And I'm sure within the how many months they've had the wild card rule when him and Kofi and Sami Zayn has collided, Kofi's beaten him. Whereas in tag matches or in one-on-one matches, Kofi's beat Mr. Sami Zayn, who once again is nothing but just a heel that's just going to go out there and just eat pins. That's all Mr. Sami Zayn is doing. That match last night, between Big E and Xavier Woods and Owens and Zayn, did nothing. It did absolutely nothing. Sami Zayn loses by a roll-up, and then Kevin Owens is like, I've had enough of this. Why don't you come in and face me now? We've seen him beat him by like 2 or 3 times over the past month. Just for Kofi to once again win by, by countout after he had an SOS on him outside the ring. After the match, though, Kofi has a nice looking trust fall, which is a nice looking spot on Owens and Zayn. He's walking up the ramp. I'm like, okay, Dolph's coming out again. He's going to be complaining that Kofi escaped. He actually didn't beat me and whatnot. He escaped the cage. But instead, on the bright side, we're getting a new feud. on the negative side, once again, it's a SmackDown champion taking on a Raw superstar. Samoa Joe came out and officially assaulted Kofi Kingston. I would have enjoyed this more once again, but it's a Raw superstar assaulting a SmackDown superstar. Well, SmackDown champion. Get rid of all your championships then if you're going to have everybody on both shows. Get rid of all these titles. Get rid of them. We don't need 2 tag champions if everyone's on both shows. We don't need 2 world champions. We don't need 2 women's champions. We don't. After this, we then had a match with Alexa Bliss and Naomi. And it was a typical Alexa Bliss match. Alexa Bliss gets the crap beat out of her for like 3 minutes. It rolls out to the ring. Of course, someone takes out one of Alexa's friends that is like, no, it's no big deal. They took me out. They walk back into the ring. Alexa hits a spike DDT and wins, as always. Afterwards, Alexa's beating up Naomi. Nikki Cross obviously does not want to hurt Naomi, so she just pushes her after Alexa begs her until Natty comes out. And it's made into a pointless tag match that, Nikki Cross, once again, hits a purge app, but she doesn't realize that she was tagged in. Alexa just runs in there and pins Naomi to get credit for the win. Once again, the same exact crap we've gotten. It's not fresh. Alexa makes a new friend. She uses them, and eventually they're going to split again. The same thing happens every single time. We had the main event, which was probably the only thing I really enjoyed in the show, even though, of course, Ricochet lost. But it was still a good match with AJ Styles and Ricochet. Of course, during the match, though, the club came out. Very interesting. But AJ got out and said, I need you guys to leave, and this match will continue. You guys aren't going to ruin this match, basically, he said. So I don't know what that's all about because, Gallows and Anderson keep losing. So why would AJ want them by their side, of course? And then they go in there, has some good counters, good action. Obviously, these guys, are due for another match. But AJ beats Ricochet. Yeah, I know, I'm not happy, too, that, champions get pinned clean on Raw, but they still manage to win pay-per-views. But, keep in mind, this is supposed to be a mid-card champion taking on a main event star. Obviously, this is showing that, AJ endorsed Ricochet afterwards. Obviously, Ricochet is, an up-and-coming star, but, definitely has something to prove against, one as good as AJ Styles for sure. And I think probably will have another match, either Extreme Rules. Honestly, they can have this Extreme Rules, and they can do this at SummerSlam if they want to. This is a SummerSlam-worthy match. If you, of course, don't do the same shit over and over and over and over again like it is with Seth Rollins and Baron Corbin. Oh, you're being a big old meanie. I deserve a rematch. And Becky Lynch and Lacey Evans. Well, I got my blonde hair. I got my blue eyes. I got my big tits, big slopes. Drew McIntyre, Shane McMahon, and the big dog, Roman Reigns, getting the same stuff there. And, of course, Bobby Lashley and Braun Strowman have been going on for weeks, too. Stuff that I literally do not care about because we've seen the same crap every single week. Extreme Rules is not looking good already. I don't know if they're going to make SummerSlam good again. SummerSlam may be my final draw. And if SummerSlam doesn't do anything for me, I seriously may consider cutting back on and taking a little bit of a break or something for a while. I know I keep saying that, but it's just getting bad. Well, one of the actually also did enjoy on the show. We didn't get a Firefly Funhouse segment, but there was backstage moments. You see superstars walking backstage where you see the different characters like the Rambling Rabbit or Abigail, whatever the heck it is, or Mercy, this whatever heck animal they have, lurking in the background, obviously teasing that Bray Wyatt's coming. So maybe we'll either get Bray and Seth at SummerSlam, maybe we'll get Bray and Undertaker at SummerSlam, with Bray going over, of course, but who knows? But yeah, that's my thoughts, guys. My very brief thoughts on Raw. I did not care. I'll get to see if anybody even came up in the live chat in time being. We got 7 votes on my polls. Nobody said A. But a lot of people said B. Some people enjoyed the show, which if you did, that's fine. I didn't, but that's fine if you did. 20% said C and 14% said D or lower. I gave the show a D. It's the only thing I enjoyed. But let's check the live chat and see who we got here in the live chat. We got Elite Squad. What's up, Elite Squad? The commentators were like, Braun is looking for revenge against Lashley because of the arm wrestling match. He won the arm wrestling match. Why? Because he threw chalk in his face? Dear Lord, that was stupid. Didn't he already get his revenge by beating Lashley? Yeah. What's up, TN Couponer? Could be better, of course, but once again, this show sucks. Undertaker should retire after end of an era. That would have worked. Now we get Undertaker and Roman. Yeah, I know. AJ will face new. He stay on SmackDown. Champions lose a non-title match all the time. When Alexa dumps Nikki, Mickey James should show Nikki how to be crazy again. Would be awesome for sure to see that. The show is stupid. Thumbs up on the rant. Thank you for much. Vince ruins everything for sure. Waiting for his 27 title to be won in the women's bathroom. Yeah, for Vince's own humor, that will happen. Tyler selects 24/7 championship. If you do, that's fine. Styles and Ricochet in a ladder match. Sure, take my money there. Vince the hypocrite, Triple H needs to be in charge of sure. D-. He was at work. Let's see here. Oh, Vanessa, how you doing, Vanessa? First time you've ever seen you in my live chat. Sister Abigail made a cameo tonight. Yes, we did see. We did see. Guys, before we did see the different characters from the Firefly Funhouse in the background. So like that was interesting. That in the main event. Everything else in the show sucked, as I thought. No club reunion for now, as exactly, Robbie. Not at all. Roman is on Raw all the time. Not on SmackDown. Exactly. Why draft him over to SmackDown if he's just going to be on Raw the entire time? Why? But no. We have to. Yeah, thanks for joining us, Vanessa. Mike, is the issue with AJ and the club reminding you of the surprise attack on Cena by AJ, or at least the unexpected turn? Well, I mean, yeah, they're kind of, carbon copying that because once again, didn't AJ tell them a week or so beforehand that this needs to stop right here, guys. So yeah, I mean it'd be nice to do a little bit different, but I'm still in for seeing it. But my thing is, once again, with how they're still booking the club, would it be too late at this point for it to happen? Who knows? Yeah, AJ should stay on SmackDown at this point. Who's safe anywhere on any of these brands? But guys, I'm dead serious. I'm feeling really burned out right now. I'm going to give it a little more time, but if by SummerSlam this product is still shit, I may ease back on these reviews. Again, I've literally been coming up here the past month and a half, 2 months, sitting in my chair and just staring at the ceiling like, why in the hell do I still watch this? And it's a shame. And you know what? There's still people in this, a video I want to do is just talk about what being a wrestling fan has maybe helped me appreciate. I think I need to do that. I need to do it sometime. Maybe I'll do it like in an hour or so. I don't know. Just talking something positive that that being a wrestling fan has done for me. Because within the past 2 months, my fandom has been dying. Maybe AEW will wake me up, get that fire back in. But this wild card rule, this crappy booking, these repetitive storylines that are continuing on for whatever forsaken reason, it's killing me. It's absolutely just killing my fandom. I said WrestleMania 35 was where WWE had to make a big statement since AEW was breathing down their necks. I thought they did. But ever since then, I couldn't get it going. But said the substitute going, it's been going down, 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 down. I didn't feel like pressing on my chair, but I just had to, say something goofy in there just because I felt like it. But yeah, guys, maybe in like an hour or so to take my shower. Maybe I'll go live again and just kind of talk about just talk about what being a wrestling fan has meant to me. Maybe I'll do that. We'll see. But guys, that's my live review of Raw. Again, I gave it a D. Could give it an F, but I enjoyed that main event. And I'm somewhat interested in this thing with Kofi and Joe. But once again, why should I, though, if it's a Raw superstar against a SmackDown champion? What's the point of having both world titles on one show? When I said competition between brands, I didn't mean this garbage. But what do I know? I'm just a wrestling fan who knows nothing. Vince is a genius. He knows everything. But yeah. Origin gone to Raw. The AJ heel turn I think is coming. The main roster has great talent, but shitty creative direction for sure. NXT and AEW is where it's at. And T and Cooper has also been mentioning MLW wrestling. I've not seen MLW wrestling. Although this weekend, I actually did go to like an Indies event this weekend. I went to, it's called Keystone State Wrestling. It was an association, but it was an A, and it was like KSWA. Something fun and different for a change, I thought. Of course, the ceiling was kind of low, but actually it was me legitimately watching at the bingo halls and whatnot, like, Miz would insult Daniel Bryan with. But yeah, guys, thank you for joining me live. The Tyler, Tia Couponer, Robbie, Vanessa, also, who I've talked to on Twitter several times. Definitely glad that definitely having you in the live chat. You should appear more often. So yeah, I might go live again in about an hour, just to just to talk, just to let some thoughts out. Tomorrow I'll come here for SmackDown Live. Wednesday, and 205 Live. Wednesday, NXT UK and NXT. We'll see how it goes, because I actually have something big going on Wednesday now that I'm not going to talk about right now because I don't get my hopes up on anything. This could be a big opportunity for me. Thursday, Wednesday, my sister's coming home. She's only going to be home for like 9 days. I only get to see her like three times a year. When I go visit her, when she comes home to visit for a few times, she's not going to be home as long this time around. So I'm going to be doing a lot with her over the next week and a half and so what. So if, reviews get delayed and whatnot, don't happen, it's only because of that. So once she leaves, once she comes and visits and she goes back home, then things can be back on track. But once again, guys, it's just, but I will still, of course, because I like to play around with, different video tools and whatnot. I will still make an Extreme Rules match card. Women's Steel Cage match this week, yes. The AEW is going to run WWE to the ground. I hope so at this point. And the start of the NXT Breakout Tournament will be great. So, yeah, thank you guys for definitely mentioning some positives that are coming out of wrestling these days. As it might just be time for me to, expand more outside WWE. If I'm not, let's save some of this for my little, chit chat in about an hour or so. But yeah, guys, D for Raw again. Thank you everybody who joined me live. What are your thoughts on Raw? Is your fan of WWE dying? Leave us down in the comment section below. And if always to slap a like on my video, subscribe or comment on my channel. Follow me on Twitter as well at DemandAirboy93. And also, if you haven't seen it yet, please check out my first ever WrestleMania experience documentary found in the description box down below. And with that, guys, I will see you guys all maybe like an hour or so. I've been wanting to do this stream for a while where I kind of just talk and let loose. No structure to it, just talk about being a wrestling fan. So I'll be back up here in about an hour, I'd say. So until then, guys, I'll see you all then. Have a great night. Peace, everybody.